Hey guys, Jay here. Going through some of the OP I would say, task, and that's comparing performance with some of our automated robots, our managed robots, and also some of our manual trading. And in this one, I'm going to give you a quick overview of our resident guru, one of our gurus, and how they did against one of our robots. And then I'm going to show you how we test the robots and how accurate the testing is with the real live results. Now, this one is a real live result. And personally, I'm a little shocked at this myself. So here's our guru from September 6th. He was down 8.7, and I'm not going to mention who it is again, but this just gave us so much to compare. And and it gave us a little bit more confidence that we're on the right track on how we're vetting different traders, different systems, different EAs, different robots, even PAMs. Okay. So on this one, here's the guru. This is guru shit. Uh, Here we go. From September 6, 23 to October, it's the 12th right now. Well, it's the 11th, October 11th, down almost 70%. Now that's the guru. Now let's look at our favorite robot. See, can I get that one pulled up? No, before I pull that one up, check this out. Here's the gain, almost 70% down, and of course the drawdown, and then the monthly. And then when we go down here and we look at September, 49% down, October, 36% down. Now let's look at our robot. Now this was a shit robot. You probably heard me talk about this robot for a while, but through the power of the OPKey, people who were 10 times, 10x smarter than me, maybe in some things. They just said, man, we can work with some of these settings. And they did work with the settings, reduce the amount of times that it trades and when it trades, and it's become our favorite so far. Not perfect, which nothing is, but one of our favorites. And this is what this looks like in a live account, because we want to make sure that it's apples to apples. They're different brokers, but both of these are live accounts. We always start with the minimum amount. Of course, this was $100 that we started. Now, what I did is I went in here and made sure that we put the same period. And this was September 7th through the 29th. Now, why do you not see trades in October? Because it just didn't trade. I actually had to go back and back test it because I thought that the EA, the trading robot, stopped working, but that wasn't the case. It just doesn't trade under certain market conditions after we went in and we did our little tweak to it. So right here you can see it made 8% in that same period that someone else lost almost 70%. The drawdown wasn't even a percent. I don't trust this with my FX book much, but at the same time, I'm going to rock with it because it said so. Now, why is this important? It tells us if it may be a contender for a funded account challenge, for a not funded account challenge. What is it? For a prop firm challenge. So, but maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. So I'm going to go in. This is on, and again, guys, this is a real account. This is live, but I want to show you also how that compared to a demo account and back testing. Back testing on the MT4 is never all that accurate, but this was surprisingly accurate. Let me show you. With this one, guys, we started with the minimal amount, which is $100. Now, this is not real money. This is only back test money, okay? Started with our private EA. As you can see, we started 9/6 to 10/12. So that's in the same time period. Check this out. Here's our graph, $100. And it shows with the back test result right up to around 109. So that's pretty close. That's close enough, right? And then when we look at the report, it shows that absolute drawdown was only $2, $2.91. So that would have been 3%. In other words, the absolute drawdown is what is the drawdown from our original deposit. And then we have maximum drawdown around 9%, 9% here as well. But that's with equity. That one's with equity. So that's cool. Now this is what I want you to notice. You remember I said that, well, maybe the the EA or the robot stopped working in October, and that was a concern. So that's why I put it on these conservative settings, and I wanted to try it. Let's see what the results were. Here we go. The very last trade was at 9 on, not at, on 9/29. So it showed no trades. Trades did not qualify with these conservative settings in October as of October 12th. So now I'm going to run a medium settings and then highly aggressive settings, and let's see what the differences are. Okay, so keep track of that. This one was, let's go to the report in September, from September to October. Where is net profit was $9, a little bit over 9%. So let's just go with that just for a second. Let's see if, damn, like this is the first time me doing this. Well, anyways, it was $9. Let's put it that way, 9%, a little bit over 9%. Now let's test it with medium settings. Okay, guys, this is the mid-range settings, right? Medium risk, so to speak. It's the same EA, same time period, but it's going to trade a little bit more. And you can tell right here, man, it's almost 22%, a 22% gain. So there's an advantage right there. Let's look at the results as far as the last trade that was taken. Let's see. See, it actually traded in October. So therefore, based on our settings, it took trades where the conservative trades wouldn't have taken. It traded all the way through through October 11th. So that's today, or yesterday, where it actually took a trade. All right. Nice. Nice. Now let's look at the really advanced. Oh, let's look at the report first. Here we go. Absolute drawdown was $32, so it went from that 100, it went down 32%, which is a hell of a lot better than the Guru's 68%. So we were in a deficit at that time of like 60. We had $68 hanging on in a deficit of $32, right? So the maximum drawdown was 41%, and you can see here it's still 41%. Let's see, so the gross profit, gross loss, so it was 23% net profit, $23. Really easy with $100 to ascertain that. Let me jot that down. So I put that there, 23. Yeah, 923. Now let's go with the most aggressive settings and see how that went. Oh, we want to look at, no, we did look at drawdown. Okay, let's see. All right, guys. Now this one is the big one. These are on the most aggressive settings. We have to be a little bit more careful with that. And as you can see, it's around 40% gain in the same time period. Exact same EA. And looking at the results, they traded all the way up to today as well. And the report shows, look at this drawdown. That's still not bad, man. The drawdown stayed around 48, almost 50%, right? I'm sorry, 36%. Actually, the drawdown was even better. So here we go, 36% relative drawdown. Absolute drawdown was only 16%. So, wow. Okay, I have to revisit that. But again, guys, this one's going to trade a hell of a lot more, and you can tell from the graph, from the equity curve, that you're going to have these. And you have both of these in the mid risk and also in the most aggressive risk as well. Either way, I still had a better chance with Old Faithful here than I did with one of the gurus that we actually put real money in, based on some of the students, based on the course that they had,